You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
No, I don't have OBS. Should be showing. There we go. Okay, I'm testing this new testing the EV mux. Actually, I should remove this from there. There we go. I'm testing this because I'm trying to see, because this Saturday is my live stream for the Sleepathon, which I still haven't fully finished working on that yet. But I'm trying to see if this service, this EV mux service, will use less CPU, and see how it looks in terms of. I'm not muted. I see the microphone. I check. I can highlight comment. I'm not muted. I can see it. I can see the icon on the mic going up as I speak. So I'm totally not muted, Arnold. Totally not muted. So oh look who it is. It's Case. Case is here. Case. Okay. Well, so Danger Vanessa was on Lord Raptor stream on Friday, and she called you Case. Now I'm gonna defend you, KSS. I'm gonna defend you. She was wrong. Am I really muted? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check. There's no way I'm muted. Hold on. No, I'm not muted. See, you lie. I hear myself on. I see it. You guys. Okay. So I was going to defend you for a sec, KSS, but no. See, Deirdre Vanessa was wrong. She was wrong. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Your name is not Case. That ain't your government name. She was wrong. Your name is Kessel! Saying that I'm muted. Yeah, go ahead. Kessel! She couldn't get your name right. So, egg on you, Case. Egg on you. Totally. Your hatefulness. Why can't you be like my girlfriend, Georgina Floyd? See, she's classy. She knows. Even though she's saying hi to a member of the band Zone, but still, she can get away with it because she's Georgina Floyd.
Wait, what?
Georgina Floyd.
Are you talking about me?
Georgina Floyd.
Georgina Floyd?
Yes, Georgina
So
Floyd.
you said she's your girlfriend now?
Well, she's like
Excuse me?
no, she's you know,
I need to go get the wooden spoon.
I just want to stream. Can I stream? I want to stream to my peoples. I want to stream to my peoples. I can stream to my people. No. We're being monitored by the feds. No, I mean, I didn't say that out loud. I mean, so I am testing this new Wait, what does that say? Shitty camera comes to great on. Okay, that's good. And we got a $5 super chat from Dimos. Dimos C. How you doing? Okay, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Will you review Voyage into Space in a film edit of a Japanese kids show where kids get a gun, an Egyptian mecha, and shoots kaiju and commies? Can't go wrong with that combo. Sure, the Japanese do it great. They do it so well, so I can't go wrong with that combo. So thank you for that. I will look for it. But so far, yeah, it seems like I'm getting good reviews so far. I'm streaming good.
What's going to happen? Who's the girlfriend? Who is it?
I want to live.
No,
I don't want to be on live on stream. I don't want to be on
It's
live.
not you, Georgina. It's him.
I swear on Allah, she's not working for the CCP. I swear on Allah. No, listen. I just.
I didn't. The spoon has spoken.
just want to stream to people. I just want to talk to people.
Don't make me come over there.
KSS says, Vanessa knows the rules. There's no way to pronounce K. Yes, there is. I told her some say each letter, some say kiss, some say cases. No, you're Kissa or Kissifus. And I got my good friend in the back. He's got to come in a minute, but I got to play the intros first. So on the free service, I can't upload the intros. But so far, people are saying the camera's looking great, so that's good. The real test is when I share the screen. So before I bring my guest on, I have to upload my upload. I got to bring my intros on browser. So let me go ahead and bring up the next intro. Here it is. Oh, no, wait. No. New window. Here it is. So if this goes well for the rest of the stream, then I'm going to use this. I'll upgrade to the basic plan, and I'll use this for the Saturday. Well, for every stream going forward. So let me bounce out for the next intro. So I gotta ban you, put it back on screen. So I boomer.
You guys want to go get some DESSERT? Yeah, dude, I need me a TREAT.
What you guys talking about? Yeah, why did you guys just spell dessert?
No, shut up! Don't say it.
Why?
Oh god, how do we tell you this? Simon can't spell.
What?
He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited.
He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Okay, what is happening?
We told you he gets excited when he hears the word TREAT.
What you talking about?
Taxes.
Oh, shucks.
What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about FOOD.
Okay, so are we getting an SNACK?
Snack? Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
dude, really?
Oh, come on, I spelled it. Well, he knows how to spell snack.
So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat?
Treat?
No treat!
Treat?
No treat!
Treat?
No treat!
God damn it! Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an NAP.
Yeah.
What does NAP spell?
Party.
Yeah, I saw. It looks choppy. I did see that. Oh wait, I was.
Why am I here?
Well, you were making noise. I was playing the intro. You were making noise. I hear. And I hear that noise.
What noise?
Like you were breathing into the mic or something. But yeah, I'm looking at the playback right now. It does look choppy. So we'll keep going. I may try streaming yards on the Thursday stream because in terms of like low CPU usage, StreamYards is on the top as far as like the low CPU usage. So Streamlab uses a lot more CPU because of the graphics and that stuff. So which is going to hinder my ability to, live stream the Sleepathon. So I'm going to try StreamYards on the Thursday stream. So now this was a quick experiment, and I can see that it didn't follow through well. But yeah, but that's what I do. I do a lot of experiments. I may do a test stream actually on one of these nights before the Thursday, just to test how well StreamYards operates with my stuff. So Old Dirty Fatty says, "Wow, we love you last night. You are a respected and valued member of this community." Sorta. Well, thank you. Actually, that segues into something I got to talk about, and some that some people have brought to my attention. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So welcome to my Monday Monster Moratorium on Tuesday. I said I was going to stream today because I couldn't stream yesterday because taking care of some stuff yesterday, and I got home. I got home at about 11 yesterday, so I could have did like a late night stream, but I was like, nah, I didn't give anybody enough time, enough notice. So my good friend Ben Ziggers in the chat, he says, "Sup, Amigo, sorry I'm late. Wow, Helmet came to stream early." Yes, he did. He actually did. He actually was able to get on with no issue. But
I had to look into the new system that you are using because
yeah, this is just for today. I just wanted to see how I do with the screen share, and so far it seems like it hasn't done the thing. So I'm gonna try it again on Thursday for the Indie Comic Outlier stream. But yeah, so I got to bring up a disclaimer, public service announcement, whatever you want to call it. So, and I hinted at stuff here or there, but I think it's time I made an official announcement regarding the streams that I do and this space here. So, without further ado, let me say what I got to say. So, the last few months, we've had people come into the chat, people that don't get along, and they spill their shit into my chat, and then my chat becomes like a ground zero kind of thing where now people are fighting with each other. They're not really focusing on the content of the stream or engaging in the stream, and totally takes away from what's being done. And as someone put it to my attention, it's almost like they don't respect my space, or they don't respect my show. But a lot of that's on me because I don't really put my foot down. So I'm not putting my foot down. No, I'm not flipping tables colors. I'm just putting my foot down. There we go. So what I'm saying is this. So I'm friends with a lot of people in the space, people that don't get along with each other. So unfortunately, as much as I try to stay out of it on the sidelines, at some point it could end up being a case where I might end up being, might end up being in the middle, whatever. So like, I'm just gonna put its foot down before it even gets to that point. So I'm being kind of proactive here. So I don't want nobody coming into my chat and bringing their bullshit drama in my chat. If I'm friends with someone that you don't like, that's fine. You know, I don't do the guilt by association thing. I hope you don't do it to me, whatever. But if you come into my chat and you're bringing your shit into my chat and you're not engaging what I'm doing, you're trying to deviate from what I'm doing in the chat or what I'm doing in the stream. If you're deviating from that and just making it something else, I'm gonna delete the comments. And if it persists, I'll just time you out, whatever. And if it continues, I'll start banning people. I want nothing to do with people's beefs. I don't want nothing to do with any of it. Okay. I mean, I have opinions on shit, but that means nothing because I'm trying to like build my brand. I'm trying to expand on my brand, grow on my brand. You know, like I'm trying to make a fun space. The only drama that's allowed here is the spears that you people in the chat throw at me. That's the only drama that's allowed. So the only thing that you are allowed to do in the chat is to chuck your spears. So that means you racists have a safe space here. Even though that was not part of the plan, but it became a thing, so whatever. So you racists can come here and throw your and chuck your spears at me. But that's the only drama you guys are allowed. Anything else is not doable because it's not part of the brand. So no, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, Tomothy. Ever since I put him in the ban zone, he's been nothing but trouble. Tomothy, if you're listening, I got my eye on you. You are a pariah, Tomothy. Shame on you. That's his band zone name, by the way. Here comes the manhammer. It was nice knowing you guys. No, you're good, Gotcha. You're good. Everybody's good. The racists are good. Like I said, you want to chuck your spears at me? Chuck your spears at me. I don't care. You want to body shame me with my head? Body shame me. I don't care. But what I'm simply saying is that if there's people fighting with each other, and then you come into my chat and you spill it on there, and then you get me involved, that's where I'm like, okay, no, because I've had instances where two people that don't get along with each other, who I'm okay with, cool, whatever. One person comes into the chat and is claiming that I'm enabling the other's behavior, and I'm like, no, don't come into my chat when you don't engage in my chat and bring that shit to my chat. That's not gonna happen. Like, if you don't engage for anything, don't engage, period. Because I will be slow with the banhammer, but I am also going to protect this space that I'm building here. I don't care about people's clout. I don't care about optics. I don't care if people. Oh, he's banning people. He's what is that they called? Whatever they call it. It's like, I don't care what you call me. You can go cry about it over there, because if you're not here and you're not like engaging with what we got here, you're not helping this space, then I got no need for you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got no need. I'm good. Yeah, I know you're here to fight colors. That's why you're in the ban zone. So you are completely banned for that reason. Totally banned you. Absolutely banned. My good friend Plunchcast here in the chat. Monkey Kills Landia. I'm just testing the EV Mux thing. It didn't pass the test in terms of screen share, so I'm gonna try StreamYard on Thursday, see how well StreamYard works for the Indie Comic Outlier with the screen share, and then we'll go from there. And if that doesn't work, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with the Sleepathon. I know they mentioned having Raptor hosting that, so that we might We'll see about that. We'll see if that helps with the quality of the screen share. Vinzinga says, I understand a good idea. I'll admit I'm out of conflict, nor do I like to start conflict. I'll admit I started coming before as a kid, but I don't, and I regret starting. Look, I don't care about. See, here's the thing. I'm not saying don't. I mean, men are men. They're gonna disagree. They're gonna fight. They're gonna whatever. I don't care. All I'm saying is, if I have nothing to do with it, don't bring it here. That's all I'm saying. Just don't bring it here. Like, don't come into y'all. Don't come into my chat, and then y'all. And I don't mean you spirit truckers in the chat. I'm talking about like people that don't really engage. Like I people that don't come in here and really like participate, and then all of a sudden they're participating by bringing in there's beef with other people, then trying to get me or pull me into. Don't do that. That's not gonna work. So keep me out of it. Respect my platform. Respect my what I'm doing. Cause I can be friends with two people that don't like each other. Like whatever y'all's issues are, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. It's not serious. We're adults here, and I don't like to cut off people because of other people's beefs with them. But don't bring it to my chat. Respect my chat. Respect my platform, and we're good. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, I think it's a very reasonable request. So, and I'm gonna make the same announcement on Thursday, as well, because I get a bigger audience on Thursday. So, I want them involved as well, and to, I want them to like be aware of it. Am I gonna eat? I get to live, Colors. I get to live. I'm allowed to live. I bet you if he ate, you wouldn't say nothing about him, right? Right?
I'm not eating.
You should. It's good for your health. Mood of hell.
I'm drinking tea.
Ha, ha, ha. Ah. Speaking of eating, today's movie, War of the Gargantuas from 1966. It's one of the only kaiju movies where we see the kaiju eating a human being. That scarred me as a kid, but I enjoyed it. My camera is on, Colors. So you're lying again. People lie in the chat. You say that I'm muted. Now you say my camera. I clearly see me on camera. Carson, stop lying. Wait. Say, kiss the fist. Elijah promised me he will not do another. I'm not doing that. It's a bowl of food that my beloved lady made for me. Wait, she says, that's right, Kansas, and for $5, I'll leave the cooking sauce on it before using it. Well, there you go. There you go. See? Now you started something. Kiss of fist. Now you started something. Plunge cast with a bunch of emojis. How you doing? So, Lady Shadow Band is staying right in front of me, enticing me. Anyway, yeah, she gets violent with the spatula, but she entices me with other things, so that's good. Anyway.
What are you eating tonight?
This is red beans and rice. See, look. You know what? I should make this a feature. I'm making this a feature. There you go. So look, there you go. So here's the red beans and rice. So there you go. Actually, I'm enlarging my camera for this because you guys want to be spear chuckers. So you're gonna spear chuck me. Do it with the fullness of my enjoyment and satisfaction. So there's chopped hot dogs.
It's not hot dogs.
What is it?
That is smoked beef sausage.
Okay, so smoked beef sausage. Here's the rice and here's the beans. So, and it's very hot. So look.
Ooh.
Sounds nice, but you guys want war. You guys want war, so now we're going to war. The chat wants it, Michael. They want it. I was trying to be nice, but they wanted it. So now it's war. Now it's war.
We both had a long day. Like, we both got home late. I had a meeting that ran.
Yes, I had a work meeting at work related meeting.
And I worked all day and then had a meeting.
Yes, so we both worked late. I got back literally an hour before stream time. He chews with his mouth open. It's hot, Arnold. It's hot. It's like lava hot.
He's impatient and won't wait for it to cool.
I can't wait for goodness. KSS says, I can see the last man's feelings now. Well, good, I'm glad. I hope it gives you peace and happiness. I hope it does. I offended Gee, so Sayonara, Gifford. Sayonara. He takes right because he's a tiny man. Oh, really, really, Carson, really? Why, Lavette? Why? Because I've been pushed. I've been pushed. I was nice to the chat, but I've been pushed. That's why. Because it was not necessary. We didn't have to go this route. You had to meet work. Yes, I had a work meeting. I did. So, there we go. Black Cat's in it. I'm not here for flesh eating. I got work to do. Well, the flesh eating is done by Gyra the Monster for tonight's movie War of the Gargantuas from 1966. Here's the. Let me see if I can enlarge it. Actually, let me try to do this. Yeah. Okay. No. There we go. Okay. Cool. So I can actually manually move the screen. So that is from 1966. It was made by Toho Studios, the studios that gave us the Godzilla films. It was a co-production between Japan and America. The producer was Henry G. Saperstein, and he had a contract with Toho to produce some sci-fi horror films with Toho Studios that included Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. That was the second film that featured King Ghidorah. Frankenstein Conquers the World. And then this movie, War of the Gargantuas, which is a sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the World. This movie is actually... So those monsters are actually Frankenstein monsters. So in the Japanese version, it's a loose sequel. And the American version, it's simply its own standalone film. But if you've seen Frankenstein Conquers the World, you'll recognize some of the references in this movie. So it'd be, at best, a callback. Black Cat, I was talking about the sausage. Look, whatever your preference is, Black Cat, I don't judge you, but we're just trying to keep it about movies right now. So please, just you and whomever you have consensualness with, just don't bring it here. That's all I ask. Anyway, Dirty Fatty says, why won't you let us love you, Elasmap? You can send me super chats. It's fine. I totally recommend it. I encourage it. I've seen War of the Gargantuas of Vinzinger. It was all right, and I'm aware it's a sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the World. Okay, well, it's one of my favorite movies, and actually, it was also one of Brad Pitt's favorite movies. Because he talked about it in the Academy Awards when he won the Oscar. I forgot for what movie, but he talked about it in his acceptance speech. So he's a big fan. Kissifus says, "Elasma, thank you for not telling me until 10 minutes before tonight I stream what the movie would be. You jerk! It's not like you watch it anyway. Like I can tell you a week in advance, you still ain't gonna watch it, Kissifus. So you give him, don't, you can aim at me." But guess what? I'm going to duck it because this... I said the D word. Damn it, I said the D word. Oh. I said the D word. I'm still live, right? Yes, I am. Okay, because I don't see you or me, Mood of Hell. Are you there?
I think so.
Okay. Bancroft, have you actually gained viewers during that... Wait. How you actually gain viewers during that defies reality. Oh, you mean during my eating? Oh shit, you're right. I got 16 live people watching. I gained some extra viewers just for people seeing me eat. That's disgusting. But then again, this is a monster movie stream, so I guess disgusting is part of the experience. Look, okay, I'm sorry if you watch Razorback, but you know what? You're responsible for you. I'm not responsible for you. I know you want me to be responsible for you, but I'm not. I'm not going to be. It's not going to happen, Kissifus. Good try, though. Brian Chris goes, what's up, Alaz? War made a powerful impression upon me as a kid, and it still holds up beautifully. It's oddly emotional and has moments of genuine horror. That's why I included it, because it is, as a horror movie, it is pretty decent as a horror movie. Very good sci-fi. Overall, it is a very superior monster movie. It stars Russ Tamblyn, the man who played Riff from the West Side Story movie. He also appeared later on in a few Al Adamson movies, including Satan Sadists and the unofficial sequel to that, which was Dracula vs. Frankenstein, which featured the last appearance of Lon Chaney Jr. Oh my god, Yeah, this was in Japan a sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the World, and these two monsters were offshoots of that Frankenstein. So they're hairy Frankenstein monsters. And speaking of which, this is a good time for me to show you guys my drawing. So let me do a cheap plug here for me because I'm allowed to do that. I can do that thing. So my latest drawing, and I'm gonna do a quick video on this for my TikTok and YouTube short. I did a drawing of Gyra, the antagonist of the movie. You can see the Frankenstein features of it, and we'll show stills from the movie. I can't show clips from it because it is a Toho movie, and Toho Studios is still pretty much strike heavy, so I do want to be careful with that. But yeah, this is my drawing of Gyra, and I may do an auction of the drawings of the monsters that I do. I did Blackula last week. Let me show you guys Blackula. If you have it, if you didn't see my Blackula drawing, here it is. This is my Blackula drawing, and then today's for this week is Gyra, and I'll do some. Actually, I don't even know if I want to give this up because I like this one a lot. I like the Gyra one a lot. I don't know. I kind of like it. Maybe I should hold off on auctioning this one because I do like this one a lot. But then again, like,
use your face as reference material.
you know what? Comment. Be nice. I'm trying to be nice to the chat. I'm being a community person right now. There's no need for violence at all.
You started the violence with eating on camera,
They asked for it. They pushed me.
and now you are officially a mukbang channel.
You want? Okay, I can go harder. There. You happy now? You happy now?
Ugh.
My good friend Henry Thrunes in the chat. He's, "Hail Henry, how you doing?" Mookie Bang Channel says Tomothy. Hello, Tomothy. I see you, Tomothy. I know what you did. I know what you did, Tomothy. I saw what you did. We all saw what you did, Tomothy. You can't escape it. You've been marked. Totally been marked. Brian Crisco says, "I think that scene where Gyra emerges from the mist before those poor hitchhikers is genuinely horrifying." That scene, the scene in the beginning when he attacks the ship, also very well shot and spooky. Yeah, there's a lot of genuine spooky moments in this movie. It's a very good example of some genuine horror. But yeah, this is my drawing of Gyra, and I guess I will sell it at the right price. Not before I make some prints of it, though. I do want to have some prints for myself. So I'll scan it and have a good, copy for myself. But I like this. I really liked it a lot. I didn't think it would come out well, but it did. And I posted it on my Twitter, and I'll do the video of it. From the pencil to the ink. But yeah, that's my Gyra drawing for War of the Gargantuas. The Blackula drawing is getting some good traction, decent traction, considering that it's just a drawing, the video of the drawing. Some decent traction on YouTube, some good traction on TikTok, and on Instagram. So, I'll be doing more of that. So, yeah, that was my Gyra drawing. What do you think of that, Mood of Hell? I'm good, aren't I?
Yeah, you are good in doing self-portraits.
Can he ban himself? Who ban himself? Tomothy? Tomothy's already banned. He's already banned. I hope I watched that Vincent Price movie. Yeah, that link you sent me. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Wait, $5? Only $5? First of all, the auction is not confirmed yet. It's not commenced yet. Number one. Number two, I'm worth more than $5. Chaz, at least 50. I got bills to pay. I got kids to feed. I got cops to pay. Did I say? Oh shit! I didn't say that loud. Ignore that last part. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, Plunge Cast. I've never seen it. I recommend it. War of the Gargantuas is a very, very solid movie. 100% recommend it. I know I'm jumping ahead and I'm supposed to talk more about the details about it. Let me show some images of the movie. Let me go ahead to let me close this out here. Let's see here. Okay, here's let me show Gyra. Open image in new tab. So this here is Gyra. He's the antagonist of the movie. And he's played by Haruo Nakajima, the same actor who played Godzilla And he called this his most favorite role because he got to emote pretty well. And you could actually see his eyes in the suit. Those are his actual eyes. So that gave it an extra sense of emotion and liveliness when performing. So he generally loved playing Gyra. Gyra is referred to in the American version as the Green Gargantua. He's not named as Gyra in the American version because all references to Frankenstein were removed in the dubbing of the American version. So he's referred to as Green Gargantua, and the brown one, who's known as Sanda in the Japanese version, is referred to as the Brown Gargantua. Let me show a picture of Sanda. Let's see. Let me get you a picture. Actually, let me show this one right here. This is a picture of the monsters fighting. And they start off as brothers. Gyra is eating up sailors. Then he goes and terrorizes people in the city. And then the military tries to stop him. While that's happening, Russ Tamblyn plays the doctor who not experimented, but he discovered the young Frankenstein monster, not from the first movie, but a brown hairy offshoot of that Frankenstein monster. They study it, they raise it up, and then he goes missing. And then years later, the Green Gargantua pops out, and they think that the Green Gargantua is the monster that they had in their lab. Turns out it's the Brown Gargantua that they had in their lab. But what they realize is that the Green Gargantua, as violent and vicious as he is, the brown one is more pacifist and more friendlier to humans. So that leads to their inevitable clash in the third act. Tomedy says, is a statement about racism, or domestic abuse, or both? Well, it's a statement of... Okay, so there's a line in this movie, and this is why I think it resonates with a lot of people, myself included. There's a line uttered by one of the scientists about Cain and Abel. So that is there, like two brothers. One of them is good, one of them is evil. And that's thrown in there. So you get that Cain and Abel motif, which is odd in a Japanese kaiju film, but it's there. Although A.J. Tsuburaya, the special effects guy, was a Roman Catholic. So he was a Christian for all intents and purposes. So he has been known to throw in some Christian motifs in his kaiju films here or there. Most famously, the Ultraman series, where Ultraman uses his he crosses his arms and lets loose that beam that usually eradicates the monsters. That is a clear reference to the cross. That was Tsuburaya who did that. So that was probably definitely intentional on his part. So yeah. 50 cents, because I'm worth more than 50 cents. This is such an offense that you make mood of hell be quiet.
What? I'm still here.
Don't let Chris bully you.
No, I was just looking into that movie and watching it, some pretty pictures from that movie.
Oh, from War of the Gargantuas?
Yep.
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I'm not into kaiju movies.
So here's a fun fact about kaiju films in Japan. I mean, not Japan, and Germany. Most of the kaiju films released in Germany were released under the Frankenstein title. So, like, Godzilla would and the reason was because, allegedly, from what I understand, the monsters in Germany were allegedly offshoots of experiments done by Dr. Frankenstein. So they threw in like they dubbed in lines that hinted at that. Hence why like every Godzilla film is basically reference to Frankenstein. All the Gamera films are referenced as Frankenstein. This is one of the only films. Go ahead.
The German title for this movie is Frankenstein Duel of the Giants. The German title.
Which is actually accurate. This is the only kaiju film where the Frankenstein name added to it actually is accurate, because these are Frankenstein monsters.
Is it explained why they are big?
So the in the Frankenstein Conquers the World movie, with the creature grows, so he does have the ability to continue growing because the heart is supposedly eternal. So like a reptile, as it ages, it grows. Although in that movie, the Frankenstein monster grew pretty huge, pretty fast. But they said in that movie that protein was the key for it to grow. So I guess the excess protein that was apparently in the sea made them grow faster, and it also allowed them to grow hairier too. So that was the explanation given.
I thought they are hairy because they are masturbating a lot.
Because they what now?
You know
What
the
did you say?
saying, when you masturbate a lot, you grow hair on your.
Oh, come on! My streams have class. My streams have class. Why do you have to do that? Why was that necessary?
I just try to find explanations.
But that was not necessary at all. I'm running a classy stream, mood of hell. Classy.
So they are not busting a nut in that movie like Road Warrior Drake did in the high grass. While what
All of
people
what you
watching.
said is a lie. All of it. A complete fabrication and lie. And guys, since he lied, since Move the Hell lied, you all get this.
Yeah, burn your gums.
Vindigo says, I heard Germany used Frankenstein in their title from Cinemassacre. Yeah, I read about that back in the 90s when there was a fanzine called G-Fan. Before the internet, before there was such a thing as websites, before there was YouTube, before there was Discord, we got our information about our favorite movies in fanzines. And for Godzilla fans, G-Fan in the early 90s was one of the most popular fanzines because a lot of the authors had access to people in Japan, so they were able to get inside information about films that were being made. They also had like beautiful articles about the making of some of the movies and a lot of deep lore. So there's actually I'm gonna pull it out right now. I have one of the G fans here with me. Let me show it to you. Okay. I dropped a lot of them. Hold on. It's fine. It's fine. It's all copacetic. It's fine. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys the issue with the. Let me just remove this for a second. The issue with the Frankenstein names on them, because this issue actually has a lot of the international posters, and boy oh boy, it is a lot of fun to look at because they are very posters are very weird, but they're just so much fun to look at though. So much fun if I can find it.
Is this your Playboy collection?
This is my G-Fan collection. See? G-Fan. G-Fan was the top tier Godzilla fanzine of the 90s. And then politics, or rather backstage drama, eventually led to its cessation of publication. But for its time, it was good to have. It was very good to have. I thought I had it here. I know I had it here. Okay, I can't. I don't know which issue it is, and I don't want to bore people with going through each issue. So maybe the next stream I'll show it to you. But I'm gonna go pull up some posters. I'll do Google for now, and I'll show you guys some of the Godzilla the German posters.
You turned my head away.
Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Let me look up. Okay, here's one for Destroy All Monsters. Let me show you this. Let me put it on stream. There we go. So enlarge it. So that one says Frankenstein und die Monster aus dem All. Did I read that correctly?
Frankenstein und das Monster aus dem All. Frankenstein and the monster from the galaxy.
And that's the German title for Destroy All Monsters. Now I'm going to show you the German title for Godzilla versus the Smog Monster.
Frankensteins Kampf gegen die Teufelsmonster. Frankenstein's fight against the devil monster. Or monster devils.
Yeah. Let's try this one now. This one is Godzilla versus Gigan.
Frankensteins Höllenbrut. Höllenbrut. Frankenstein's Hellbrut. Or Brood of Hell.
Yes. Here is Godzilla versus the Smog Monster.
Frankenstein und die Ungeheuer aus dem Meer. Frankenstein and the monsters from the ocean.
So you guys see the motive. So like it's a bunch of like Godzilla films redubbed as Frankenstein movies. So yeah. So there you go.
I mean,
Oh, let me-
the German movie industry did this a lot in the 60s. Not only with the Frankenstein movies, they did this also with the spaghetti western, the Italian westerns. They dubbed everything with the name Django. Even if the movies didn't have anything to do with a character named Django, they dubbed everything Django.
Yes. Absolutely. I need to read some magazines more often and get into magazines more often. Well, to be fair, Vincent, because the G-Fan magazines now, all the information on there you can find online now, but back then it was just good to have all that information in your hand and reading all the material on the fan submissions and what have you, and the inside scoops on the movies that were being made. So, like G-Fan magazines, anime magazines, and geek culture magazines, mind you. Yeah. That was a good time. The Good, the Bad, and the Django, says Tomothy. That was a good time, though. I remember going to the comic shop every month and getting the new issue of G-Fan, and it was so much fun because you get new information about the this is when the Heisei Godzilla films were being made, up until Destroyer, and magazine was still being published up until 98, 99. Like they had an issue of the TriStar Godzilla, and that was a good issue because they go into like what went wrong with the movie and the behind the scenes and what have you. So there was a lot of good stuff to read before the internet really became the place to get all your info. But back then, G-Fan was the way. And then there was an offshoot G-Fan, Kaiju Fan magazine. I collected, I think, a couple issues of those, but that only lasted a few issues, and then that got defunct. But yeah, there was a lot of like within G-Fan magazine, there was a lot of infighting with some of the contributors. So there was a split, and some of these contributors had access to the team over at Toho Studios. So these weren't just fans; these were people that had inside connections. So you can imagine like how much of a hit G-Fan took after the split happened. But in its heyday, it was a top-notch fanzine, really top-notch. That's why I haven't parted ways with it, because I still look into it and I'm like, yeah, this is a good information to have. And it's just I love reading the articles, I love seeing the pictures. I just like having that information, But all that to show you guys that in Germany, all the kaiju films had the Frankenstein motive added to it. It was a funny thing, but it's part of history, so I like talking about it. And it's actually pretty fun and unique. Don't you think, Mood of Hell?
Did you know that I only live 1 hour away from Castle Frankenstein?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And every
Oh, wow.
Halloween they do a special Halloween festival there. With maze and monsters and all the stuff on the castle.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I never
Okay.
went there, but my sister was there with the kids and they loved it. Are your beans now readily temperatured or are they still hot lava?
Wait, who now? What? Wait, what about lava?
Is your meal now good temperatured?
Oh, my food. It's good now. I can actually do a continual what do they call it? A continual consummation of it. I can consume it more, with more frequency.
How does the beefy taste with the rice and the beans?
I've never had beefies with this.
But it looked like beefies in there.
Well, look, you have PTSD, and I get it, but that's not the point. The point is that it's beef sausage. It could be beefies, but it's not. It's beef sausage.
Yummy.
It is yummy. It is exceptionally yummy. Speaking of yummy, so as I mentioned earlier, this movie was one of the few kaiju films, very few, that depicted a monster eating a human being. I know that Gamma versus Giles had Giles eating some human beings as well. And I believe Gamma versus Baragon, the Baragon monster ate human beings too. So very few kaiju movies have monsters eating human beings. This was one of them, which added to Gyra's frightening visage and his notoriety as being a nasty kaiju. But yeah, I mentioned Russ Hamill was in it. Kumi Mizuno, who's the let me show you guys Kumi Mizuno. She was the what do you call it? She was the in Japan the eye candy for the gods. Great actress and played a lot of very important characters, but she was also a considered a what do they call it? What do they call that? Well, here she is right there. She's in a blue swimsuit. That photo is actually pretty famous. Here's another photo of her. Let me pull it up here. Actually, let me get a better looking photo so that we can have. Let me show you guys some better photos. Okay, because I know it's coming across a little bit. That's because I am enlarging the smaller file, so I want to get the high quality file. Here we go. Let's see if this does it. Yeah, this kind of does it better. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bigger. Let me see if I can. There we go. So that's Kumi Mizuno. She played Miss Namikawa in Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. She was also in King Kong Escapes. No, she wasn't. That I'm thinking of Mihama. No. So Kumi Mizuno did this movie. She did the Frankenstein Conquers the World. She did the first movie. There is a consensus that she played the same character. She doesn't, because the names are slightly different. But although actually no, that's not true because because in the Frankenstein Conquers the movie Conquers the World, her name was Sueko. And in Gargantua, she was Akemi. So different characters, but there was some confusion because she's kind of playing the same role but different names. So yeah, so now here's another picture of her in another swimsuit. That is, so I guess the word I'm looking for is sex pot. She was considered like the sultry siren of her day in Japan. I had to step away for 15 minutes. Go back and tell me what I've missed. No, I won't. But there's that. Kumi Mizuno. Actually, let me show the other picture since I just full screened it. That's she plays Akemi in More Gargantuas and Sueko in the prequel film Frankenstein Conquers the World. But as I said before, she was also Miss Namikawa in Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. Let me show you a picture of her from Godzilla vs. Monster Zero as Miss Namikawa. It's a picture of her with Nick Adams. Let me get another picture. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, so her and Nick Adams they did two movies together. They did Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, and they did the prequel film Godzilla, Frankenstein Conquers the World. There was a story, and it was confirmed to be true, by the way. And that's the scene from Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. There's Kumi Mizuno on the left as Miss Namikawa, who was an alien, the Exilians from Planet X. And that's Nick Adams on the right. So the story, for those that don't know, was Nick Adams at the time was married. So the story was that they both had an affair while working together on the Toho films, and Nick Adams fell in love with Kun Mizuno, but because he's American and he lives in America, and he's not a citizen of Japan, there was that whole thing about long distance and so forth. So they couldn't stay together. And the story famously goes that Nick Adams was on a talk show. I don't know if it was Johnny Carson or Tom Sullivan or whatever talk show he was on, or Ed Sullivan. I think it was Ed Sullivan, because I was the guy at the time. But he was on the show, and Nick Adams said that he declared he was divorcing his wife live on the show. His wife didn't know about it until she saw the show. So apparently, he had already made the decision to divorce her, and she wasn't even aware of it. So he divorced his wife. But the story of Nick Adams is kind of sad because he fell into depression, and he ultimately killed himself. So he committed suicide. And yes, I'm saying the word. I don't care about self-censoring. I'm going to say the word. He committed suicide. It's a fact. He did that. It's sad. And he had a very tragic life. But his suicide delayed the American release of Godzilla vs. Monster Zero and War of the Gargantuas till 1970. So America didn't see those films until 4 or 5 years after they premiered in Japan. But yeah, Kun Mizuno plays Akemi. Let me show you a picture of her as Akemi. No, that's not her as Akemi. That's just a picture of her in a swimsuit, because why not? Let's see, Kun Mizuno as War of the Gargantuas. Here we go. And she's very lovely in that movie. Like that's probably as lovely as she has looked in any movie. It was in War of the Gargantuas. And she had a way of looking very beautiful without having to really sex it up a bit. So this is a shot from War of the Gargantuas right here. That's the scene where she's giving the account of the brown Gargantua when they had him in captivity before he got released. There we go. Let me check the chat for a minute. How are we going in the chat? So let's see. KSS says, know what would have made the film great if my favorite Japanese movie star, Toshio Mifune, was in it as the lead. That dude never made a bad film. So, yeah, Mifune did a couple sci-fi movies, but none for Japan. He did Battle Beyond the Stars. Am I thinking about? No, that's Roger Corman. What was that movie he did in the 70s? Let me see. Maybe it was Battle Beyond. Let me see. Toshio Mifune. Japanese. Is it sci-fi? It was Did he not do a sci-fi movie? I thought he did. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking... Oh, I'm thinking about Sonny Shiba. Okay, never mind. No, wrong guy. I'm thinking about Sonny Shiba. Yeah, because before he did a lot of Akira Kurosawa movies, but it was Sonny Shiba who did the sci-fi movies in the 70s with it wasn't Toho, but I think Mifune just had a thing for like staying away from like the genre films. He did most of the Kurosawa movies and movies like that. Lady Shadowman says, I know, right? No shame at all. He could at least do it behind my back. Not sure what's worse, that or having him as Georgina Floyd. Georgina Floyd's not a side piece. I will not let Georgina Floyd be disrespected. I can't do that. Wait, there is another female. I'm showing who the people in the movie are. Tomothy. She's in the movie. Oh my damn it. Anyway, Kissifit says Nick Adams. He was no Bobby Duvall. They should have just cast Bobby Duvall. Nick Adams actually was nominated for the Academy Award for Rebel Without a Cause. I think he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He lost the award, but he was nominated, and he had a campaign where he was going to all these places and promoting it and declaring that he was going to win, and he ended up not winning. But he is a fantastic actor. It's a shame that he didn't do many more Godzilla films, because his name has been kept alive because of the Godzilla films. So Toshio Mifune was who George Lucas wanted for Ben Kenobi. That would have been a good. That would have been a decent choice, I think. I mean, Al Guinness is iconic, but I can see him doing Toshiro Mifune because there was 2 Japanese movies that Lucas saw that inspired Star Wars. One was The Hidden Fortress, and the other one was Magic Serpents. If you ever seen Magic Serpent, that's a very solid movie. Very solid movie. It's K. You ruined this, KSS. You ruined this, Kissel. Wait, the studio wouldn't allow Lucas to use Mifune. They wanted someone most Americans would know. Well, I mean, again, Al Guinness was very iconic for the role, so no shame there. But yeah. So the miniature work in this movie was fantastic. I mentioned the performances of all the actors. Russ Tamblyn got a lot of shit for his role in this movie because, admittedly, he was annoyed at the time. Like his agent said, "Hey, you should do this movie," right? But I guess when he was interacting on set with the Japanese actors, he kind of seemed out of it. He didn't seem like he wanted to be in it. So when he delivers his lines, even though it's dubbed, like he dubbed his own lines in the American version, but you can even tell like with the dubbing that he was not enthused about doing this movie, which kind of sucked because again, like he left his mark in kaiju films, this being his only one. But it really would have helped the movie if his performance was more animated and more emotive. But unfortunately, if you're a Russ Tamblyn fan, his performance here is probably not one of his best. Despite him being the lead and despite his name being attached to giving it star power, his performance is not the best in this movie. And a lot of it's because he didn't really want it to be attached to the movie. I guess he felt embarrassed by it, even though later years he acknowledges it and appreciates it. But I think back then he just did not. I know it says Kissy's really making a last at Matt tonight. Get her done. I am getting it done. I'm ending Kissifus. I'm totally ending him. Oh, cool. Evie Mux has a very nice feature that you just put your mouse over the the plus icon on the chat, and it actually enlarges it for me to read it. So I read the chat wrong. Idle is really saying that Kissy's really making a last moot mad as hell tonight. That was not nice, Idle. Not nice at all. Kissy is upsetting Fartface as Kissifus. I don't know what to say about you people. I give you guys material. I try to be nice to you. I try to be good to you. I try to be wonderful to you. But I get it. It's not reciprocated. It's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine.
It's tough love.
I don't deserve that.
You are eating on the stream.
At least you don't see me eating.
And you did shower on a stream.
I haven't showered or streamed in a long time. Years.
Yeah, and everybody's glad that you don't do that anymore.
Mutafel, if you want to keep it up, we can keep it up. Like we don't got to stop here, I can just continue on.
With what?
Don't threaten me, because I'll do it. I
But
will do it.
nobody wants to see that.
Then you need to pull back, because I'll make people see it. Yes. I will absolutely make people see it.
Ekelhaft.
Here's a behind-the-scenes photo of Kumi Mizuno and Russ Tamblyn in War of the Gargantuas. I'm smart.
He looks like he wears a toupee made out of pubic hair.
Well, that's kind of weird. Now I got that image in my head. Thank you, Mutafel, for putting that image in my head. Thank you so much for pointing it out. That's a great commentary. It really is. That's a world of a commentary.
Yeah, it's not my fault that this guy looks like he's wearing a wig made out of pubic hair.
I did nothing wrong to you.
I did nothing wrong to you either.
Kissifus says, I called him last night, Pookie. He said, don't call me that. So I called him Fartface, and he answered every time. No, I did not. I highlight your chat regardless. I highlight your chat regardless. Don't start your crap here. Don't start your crap here. I know what you do, and I know what your kind does. Every day, every time, every fourth. Every fourth. He looks like Seth MacFarlane. Oof. Be nice. Be nice. He's, for all intents and purposes, he's still a pretty legendary actor, even though his film resume does feature a lot of crappy movies. But he did West Side Story, he did War of the Gargantuas, and he did a couple of Al Adamson films. Leave him alone. Seth MacFarlane and a pubic hair wig. See, you put that in his head too. Helmet. Way to go! You put that in his head.
Yeah, but it looks like that.
I am looking for some pictures of the Gargantua stuff. Here is well, if I can okay. There we go. Okay. Here is the cover for the Paramount home video release on VHS of War of the Gargantuas. This was the early '90s. I remember getting this back when I was a kid, and I loved the cover. It was, to me, it was iconic. For those of you that were or my age or older in the '90s when this came out on VHS from Paramount Home Video, you could imagine getting this. Daimo says, "Pubic hair. Wow, what did I walk into?" I'm sorry, Mood of Hell. I'm sorry, no, sorry, not you. I'm sorry, Daimos. I really am. I didn't know that Mood of Hell was gonna come say what he had to say. Now he's infected the chat. Damn it, Mood of Hell. Are you happy now?
It's an official Bukake channel now.
No, it's not. Don't listen to him. He's trying to sabotage me. Guy says, "Is he the dad of Amber Tamlin?" Yes, he is. Answer my own question. The D word is useless, says Gifford. I highlighted the wrong chat. There you go. Go Tomothy yourself, Geek. Go Tomothy yourself. Daimo says, fun fact. Toho almost did a Godzilla vs. Gargantuas crossover with Rankin Bass in 1978. Yeah, they tried to bring they tried to do that over the years. They couldn't do it. Actually, the Gyra suit was used in a Sentai show called I think Godman. It was Godman or Fireman. It was one of those weird sci-fi shows that was an aping Ultraman, and the Gyra suit was used in one episode. He was actually called Gyra in that show too. So they did try, but they couldn't do it. You know what's funny though, since you bring that up, this movie was a result of the script that Willis O'Brien wrote to producer John Beck. The script was King Kong versus Frankenstein. And Beck brought the script over to two studios. He brought it over to Hammer Studios in London and Toho Studios in Japan. Toho agreed to make the movie, except they wanted to replace Frankenstein's monster with Godzilla. So that script became King Kong vs. Godzilla. And then they reused that. And that script eventually led to Toho bringing about King Kong Escapes because they were given the permission to use King Kong for one more movie. But elements of that script also became Godzilla versus a Sea Monster. Also. And then Frankenstein Conquers the World, which brought forth War of the Gargantuas. So that one script that Willis O'Brien wrote was responsible for 5 kaiju films. King Kong vs. Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Sea Monster, King Kong Escapes, Frankenstein Conquers the World, and War of the Gargantuas. And O'Brien got no credit for any of it, and he didn't get a single cent from it. So, while he wrote a script that produced 5 good kaiju films, he got nothing out of it. It was considered one of the worst Hollywood backstabbings of all time. Because Beck didn't tell O'Brien about the deal he made with Toho, so O'Brien didn't get a single cent from that. So yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but that's what happened. That's the Hollywood Babylon for you, as they say. Why don't you read this one, Mood of Hell?
Which one? Oh, Kissy. Helmut and I agree that this film needed Toshio Mifune, Robert Duvall, and Klaus Kinski and less pubic hair wigs. I mean, it would be awesome if Klaus Kinski ever did a kaiju movie. Imagine that. Him screaming like a loony at some guy in a plastic monster outfit. Would be fun.
Okay, so Daimo's saying that, yeah, Godman and Green Man Okay, so it was Green Man, not Fireman. So Godman and Green Man both used the Gargantuas. Yeah, that is true. So Geeford, this is what happens when you show up late. You don't get privy to information. So I'm just testing EV Mux out to see if it's good for streaming for like a screen share. Because I'm supposed to be doing the Sleepathon this Saturday, and I don't have any trust in Streamlabs because it uses a lot of my CPU, and I need the screen share for this thing to work. So I'm testing the EV Mux, and earlier on somebody pointed out, and I verified it. Then playing one of the intros, it was choppy, so EV Mux probably won't work for this. So I'm gonna try StreamYards this week. Maybe I'll do a test. I don't know. We'll see. But I know that StreamYard was very good. So I'm gonna try and see if it'll work with this. So I'll try. I'll probably do by Thursday Indie Comic Out live streams with StreamYard, and we'll see how that goes. Daimos says they did a Godman short film in 2008 that had Gyra in it. Yeah, I heard about that. I think I saw. I may not have seen it. I'm not sure, but I did hear about it for sure. And Gyra was in a Japanese TV drama called He of the Sun, which had an episode all about the kaiju boom and the main character trying and failing to land a role as a suit actor for Gyra. There's a clip on YouTube, a 70s family comedy show in which the kids went to the Toho Studios museum and they got to see the kaiju suits. It's pretty cool, actually. It was actually, for a second, I thought that it was the monsters themselves, but no, it was just the suits the kids were looking at, and when they looked at the suits, you got to hear the roars for each monster as they looked at the suit. It was actually pretty cool. Even though it was a family kid show, but why not? Will Zabrari wrote this? Wow. Why did you wait until an hour to stream to tell us this? Because he didn't write it, Cage. He didn't write this. He wrote King Kong vs. Frankenstein. Totally unrelated script. It was King Kong vs. Godzilla. That was closely similar to the Frankenstein script that Will Zabrari wrote. All I was saying that by him introducing that script to Toho and Toho making King Kong vs. Godzilla, it allowed him the rights of King Kong one more time. It allowed him to make a couple of King Kong scripts, one of which became Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. And it allowed them also to use Frankenstein, which got them Frankenstein Conquers the World and World of Gargantuas. Why don't you catch up? Just catch up. Don't mustard, catch up. Ow, that was witty. You saw how witty I was?
Yeah, you're quite the boomer with your humor.
I'm very good. I'm a comedian. All I gotta do is put down I'm a comedian in my profile, and that makes me legit. I'm a comedian. Because that's the
You
thing.
are
All you gotta do is,
unintentionally a comedian.
all I gotta do is say that I'm just joking, and that makes me a comedian. I'm legit.
Okay, go on, fart face.
Don't tell me. Look, I don't know who that is, mood of hell, but I have a name. I have a name. Giva's, I know this is shocking, but she's on Blue Sky. I know, right?
Who?
Right. Amber Tamblyn.
Who is that?
Allegedly the daughter of Russ Tamblyn. Allegedly. The last night canceled this weekend's EV Mux Bang. What? Stop writing this stuff, KS says your reputation is being hindered by it. Yeah, that was in that same episode, says Diamond Z. Okay, cool. Yes. That's what I figured. Yeah, okay. It was that same show. Okay. So yes, I know she was a commie, referring to Amber Tamblyn. Billy Parmax wishing Kay says a happy birthday, even though Kissifus doesn't deserve it. But sure, you're a nice guy, Billy Parmax. You're a nice guy, so you should be allowed to be nice and respectful, because we want that in our community. We need it, because we got guys like Gifford here being all vicious and hostile and totally wrong about everything. Even, except for that comment, but still. Daimon says King Kong vs. Prometheus to be more. Yeah, Prometheus. Yeah, that was the exact title. Yeah, Prometheus. But Dr. Frankenstein, I think, was featured in the script, I believe. Well, worried about Universal suing him over using that. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yes. So, King Kong vs. Prometheus, and it was a monster made from animal parts that was the size of King Kong. So, and there's actually a sketch of it available online. You can see the original sketch that they used to promote the movie, or the script, I should say. You're a comedian since you're a joke, says Gifford. Aha! Aha! You're so witty. You're so witty. I bet you took you a whole night to think of that one up, right, Gifford? Right, Gifford? Helmet says, I want to watch Klaus Kinski versus Godzilla. Our money's on Klaus. Alas, that. Will you AI that movie for us? No, I will not, and I'm not reading that last word, Kizifis. I will no longer read that last word. You can type it up, but I ain't reading it. Kizzy! So tired of him. Billy Palmer says, that's why I do KSS. I remember when I care. Just ask Elasma, whom I've advocated for a place in the human race. I am human, and I belong in the race. I'm a winner. I'm very much a winner. Don't you think, Helmut?
A winner of what?
What do you of what? You're on stream with me. That is a prize enough.
That's not an answer.
That is definitely an answer. I've answered your question.
Yay.
I really have. I've been good to you. I don't know why you want to throw me under the bus and now all of a sudden pretend you don't know me.
No, I just asked in what kind of way you are a winner. That's a legit question.
I'm a winner, Mood of Hell, because I'm a champion, and I've achieved victory against the evildoers. I'm a winner. And
I
I'll
thought
prove it to
you were coming around with the repeated lie of yours that you are friends and pals with Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane.
Well, I was about to address that because Gifford asked a question, and I was going to address that. Yes, we actually spoke the other day. Thanks for asking, Gifford. We stay in touch all the time. We are the champions and the pioneers of indie comics, so we are definitely staying in touch. Did you know that Tom McFarlane produced the giant D-word machine from Batman Returns?
The picture that you showed yesterday.
Yes, he did it as a joke for me. You know that, right?
Was an inside joke.
Exactly.
To cherish your friendship that
He-
totally exists.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Our friendship totally exists. So he said, "Elasman, I got you." Wink, wink. And there you go. So when you buy that duck machine from Batman Returns from McFarlane Toys, you're buying McFarlane's inside joke to me because we're friends. Gifford, that is a lie. I don't know why you're putting that out there. That is totally not true. He absolutely can contact me, and I contact him quite often. So I don't know why you're putting this out there in the ether, but it's not true. I'm very powerful. I'm very
You know
powerful.
that I made Todd McFarlane produce Spawnpox back in the 90s because we are pals?
Now that is a lie. I can prove that.
How?
Because I talk to him quite often, and he says, "You know what, last man, I don't like those pogs. I was contractually obliged to do them, but between you and me, I don't like doing pogs. I'd rather not do pogs. Please don't tell anybody we had this conversation." So there you go. So there's your proof right there. I proved it.
I can't believe that happened.
I know, right? You can't believe that me and Todd have that kind of a friendship, but we do.
No, I can't believe that Todd McFarlane was ashamed of the Spawnpox because Spawnpox were cool.
No, he was contractually obliged to, but he actually hated them.
It's the two coolest thing in the world together. Spawn
Okay, look,
and Pox.
Okay, number one, pogs are not cool, so that's a lie. Number two, KSS is lying because I spoke to Tommy Front and I told him that Helmet and I have started calling Elasma. He laughed and said he's going to. No, he's not KSS. You're a liar. You not speak to Tom McFarlane. I'm going to call him after the show to confirm it. You're a liar and you're slandering his good name. How dare you do that? He's the best thing Canada's ever produced and you're lying about him. Shame on you, Kizifis. But then Eric Larson and Jim Lee challenged Elasma to a mayonnaise fight. That's disgusting, Timothy. Timothy! Totally not necessary. Who eats mayonnaise outside of tuna fish and maybe a hamburger? Like, that's like one of those weirdest things ever invented by a condiment inventor.
I don't like mayonnaise. I get pimples in my face from eating that.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like it either. I can tolerate it on tuna fish, maybe some Maybe ranch, because ranch does have some mayo, I think, but it's tolerable there.
Mayonnaise looks like spunk.
You know, eats mayonnaise, right?
Ooh.
Prime, Primothy.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
He eats. He says he eats as his least favorite snack. He says,
I
and I'm
think
like,
he eats it out of the jar.
I think so
With a
too. He's
spoon.
disgusting. And his sneaky link Arnold is in the chat. He can confirm that.
Oh, I don't want to know what those two together with mayonnaise.
Oh God, no. Ugh, ugh,
Ugh.
ugh. I have only enjoyed mayonnaise on my chips, not tomato sauce. I don't know if I would eat it with my chips either. What about a BLT? Says Tom B. No. BLT. There's not really room for mayo. Maybe ketchup, but that's it. I like 10 different flavors, including truffle. Says Plungecast. Miracle Whip. That's A's. Miracle. That's whipped cream. That's whipped cream. That's not. Is that mayo? Maybe it's mayo. I don't care.
It's
Don't know.
mayonnaise. Yeah.
Ugh. Well, okay. Well, there you go. Not gonna eat it ever. I put it on every sandwich, not on fries like a freak though. Every sandwich, Gifford? Really? Every sandwich? Wow.
Why don't you guys eat mustard like normal people do?
I know, right? Like, I'll put mustard on my sandwich, but not mayo. What's wrong with you, Gifford? You're sick. You're a sick man. I was best known for spreading huge amounts of butterscotch on the actresses. Oh, no. We're talking about mayo, not. Well, does New Zealand call fries chips too? I think they do. I think they're that country that calls it because they're part of the UK. I believe. I think they have that UK influence, so they do call it chips. I think anyway. Anyway, he'll confirm in the chat if I'm right or if I spoke out of my ass. We'll see. Effing gross ketchup on a BLT. Ooh, says Gifford. Ooh. I want my mayo. I want my cream all over my sandwich. I want that white cream all over the sandwich. You know, you're disgusting, Gifford. Get out of my screen. Disgusting. What an embarrassment. He puts mayo on his BLT. What an insane embarrassment you are. Mayo on your BLT? Are you serious? What the fuck's wrong with you people? You chuck your spears at me, but you endorse mayo on sandwiches? Are you serious? This is an affront on the culinary arts. Shame on you all. You put mayo outside of your grilled cheese before grilling it. Gifford, I mean, Kissivus, what is it with your science fiction analogies all of a sudden? See, Henry Thune is doing laundry. Now he's doing his dishes. Laundry done. Time for dishes. Henry, I better not find out that you're putting mayonnaise on your sandwiches. Please be normal. Please, for Allah's sake, be normal. Don't do that. Please. Mustard takes over the flavor of whatever is on it. Oh, and mayo doesn't? Mustard at least tastes better. Mustard at least has a certain personality to it. Mayo just overtakes something and it's just greasy and white and just it's like a slobber knocker. And here you are endorsing it, Gifford. Of all things, that's what you endorse. Plungecast has pen. What?
Most mayonnaise tastes rancid. Especially the cheap ones that are on McDonald's burgers or
Oh, Henry, no, Henry. Oh no. No, we lost Henry. Damn. Everyone puts mayo on a bit. Everyone. And suppose if everyone jumped off the cliff, you jump with them too, right, Gifford? Hey guys, everybody's jumping off a cliff. I'm gonna jump off the cliff too. Woo! God. Yeah, Plunge confirmed that they call them chips. There you go. See, I'm smart. I'm culturally ethnic. I'm smart. There you go. Speaking of culturally ethnic, Uchi Dupe says in another language, he says, ¿Quién es en esta español calvo? Con cabeza de cacahuete. Oh, you know what? Come on, man. Really? Really, Uchi? Come on. In case you guys are wondering, he's saying that I'm a peanut head. That's what that means.
Okay.
Cacahuate is Spanish for peanuts. In case you guys don't know. Con pelos de pollo gay. Leave my Derby dogs alone, Richie. I was good to you. Yes, Timothy, you and your white goo. Disgusting. RJ William says, hail. Hello, RJ. Welcome to the stream. Says, no, Mayo doesn't. Yeah, he's right. The comments take a little too long to. I mean, I'm just testing this out. I'm not paying for this. I'm just testing it out. So, obviously, it's not meeting my expectation. Good helmet and your co-host. What do you co-host? I am the host. Helmet is my guest.
Nice.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
not
Richie.
nice. Don't thank him.
Also, I like cocktail sauce, but that doesn't qualify as mayonnaise.
Richie Dube says mayo and oh, I'm not reading that. Oh, come on. Why'd you make me? Why'd you make me? Ugh, ugh, ugh.
I mean, okay, tuna and mayonnaise goes together well.
Yes, yes. James was asking a different question for another movie about Psycho film series. Very quickly, Psycho 1 is pretty good. I remember watching Psycho 3. The fourth Psycho film was kind of interesting, but otherwise, man.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you care to
okay.
comment on that? Yeah.
The sequels are pretty normie slasher stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good assessment.
What I don't like about the latter Psycho movies is the blatant homosexual energy that Anthony Perkins gives off in those movies.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he
They-
was, but
Anyway, Billy Parmax says, K says, a lot of people don't know this, but I was nominated for an Avian Award for CG King. Okay. What do you do with that information? Now I'm like, what does one do with that information?
AVN, is this some porn related stuff?
Oh no, never mind. Oh, never mind. I totally forgot that reference.
Isn't that Adult Video Network AVN?
That's I read it as AVGN, but I saw that the G wasn't there. I was like, oh no, you're right. It's not that. Gee says chicken salad, also potato salad, also macaroni salad. Any salad is just mayo plus meat. Not true, Gifford. Not true. This is Gifford continuing to commit culinary crimes and culinary blasphemies.
German potato salad is made with vinegar and bacon bits, but not
Yes.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, why doesn't Gifford get it? Why doesn't Gifford understand this? Why does he want to be a mayonnaise commie and insist that we have to have mayo in everything? Everything! No, we're not doing it, Gifford. Stay the bands on with your mayo porn. Don't bring it out to us human beings here in this world. Vindictus said, I do remember HBO Max showing the classic Psycho movie. Yes, that did happen. I like Psycho 2, says Kissifus. But Psycho, the real one, by Hitchcock is outstanding. Yes, it is. I just remember they had a TV series about the Psycho kid as a young boy.
Oh, Bates Motel, that was
Yes.
shitty. Also, the remake with Vincent Vaughn was shitty too.
Yeah, that was weird. They had the scene of him gooning. I'm like, oh. No. Why?
It was awful.
Yeah. And he wasn't a bad actor, but it just was not good for the role. And doing a shot-by-shot remake was just not a good idea.
No, and also why remake it? And why remake it with a guy like Vincent Vaughn?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And the lesbian who was with Ellen DeGeneres, that was the female lead in the remake.
And Heish,
Yeah.
have you seen the video of her alleged death, by the way?
Oh, the ones where she's driving and says something, or you hear something.
No. So apparently, okay. So this video of this, and it's insane. This video like of the scene of the crash where she allegedly died, and the news was showing this, So they were carting her body in a stretcher, saying that she had already died, right? And then as her body is put into a stretcher, she gets up and tries to get out of it, and they push her in, and the news doesn't acknowledge it. And that
Oh,
opened up a lot of conspiracies. Yeah, it opened up a lot of conspiracies about why. But because I guess what happened was before she passed away, she was very critical about something. I think she was like coming out with stories about Ellen DeGeneres and how abusive she was and her connections behind the scenes, and I guess she had to be silenced. I don't know if it was because of that or something else that she was about to blow the whistle on, and they were like, "No, we're gonna silence you. We can't let you speak." So they unalived her, and in carting her into the ambulance, she managed to wake up, but they had to shove her back in because they didn't want to acknowledge that no, she's not really dead. We just have to take her away and really give her one and just make her disappear. And I have the video actually up right now on Twitter on X right now. I actually have it open, but I don't know if I show it, I'll get struck on YouTube, legit. So, but what I'll do is this: I will put the link in the chat. You guys can see the video for yourself. There's actually a camera angle of another camera because I didn't see of it. Holy crap! It's bizarre. Like it's really bizarre. But I'm gonna put it in the chat, okay? Because I don't know if I guess I don't know if me showing it is gonna get me struck. I mean, so I just posted the link to the X post with the videos taken of the scene of Anne Heche being carted away. Does it show up on hold on. Here it is. Okay, there it is right there. So go check it out on your time. And it's 2 videos from different angles of her body being carted into the ambulance, and then she gets up and tries to get out of it, and they force her back in. It's freaking shocking as hell. It's like, holy crap. It's frightening, even. Like, we're talking about real life horror. That's horrific because it was a legit inside job to end her life. Totally legit. So no colors, Carson. I didn't discover this. I'm just bringing it up in conversation because we're talking about the Psycho remake, and Anne Heche was in it, and I said, hey, let me bring it up because it's cool to talk about because Monday Monster Moratorium, horror, and all that stuff. And so let's bring it up because it brings the conversation to a full circle. Why can't I just have a conversation like a normal adult? Colors. Of course, I knew it was the whole time. But we didn't talk about it. We're talking about it now. So I get to mention it now, because I'm smart and cultured. Unlike you in the band zone. Why can't you be like Richie do? See, Richie's engaging in conversation with me. The whole incident is crazy. Yeah, it was nuts. Absolutely nuts, yes. I know. The one video looks like she's burned. Wait, okay, Giefer said, the one video that looks like she's burned bad, though. Yeah, I mean, she was injured, for sure. But they made it seem like she had passed away. They had her body covered and everything, and boom, she gets out of a stretcher, and like, no, get inside, get inside. So I was like, wow. And then later on, that's it. You never hear about her again, so it's insane. KSS says, if we don't watch at least one Vincent Price or Peter Lorre film, I'm going to call ice on you. So I recently got a copy of Mad Love from 1935 with Peter Lorre. You guys should we watch that one? Because we're doing Hassan, which is a silent film from 1922. Mad Love is not necessarily a monster movie. It's a horror movie, but it's not like a monster movie or anything like that. It's more like a psychological horror movie. But it's considered one of Peter Lorre's best performances. So, should we do that? I don't know. Because I saw a still from it, and I'm like, yeah, that movie, I read about that movie, and it got a lot of accolades. It was like one of the last pre-code movies before the code was really enforced. Kisser says, Anne Heche was high as a kite. She didn't know that she was DED. She didn't get the memo. She's like, no, stay down, bitch. Stay down. Stay down. We're not done with you. The D word is anti-white racist. Wait, he hates anything too white. Mayo, anything vanilla. Coom is fine, though. Look, if you like Coon, that's up to you. I don't care about your personal life, but I am ethnic. I am diverse, Gifford. I love all my people, but unfortunately, the whites want to chuck their spears at me. Okay, so I get to call it out because I get to live. What's wrong with that? Mad Love? Ooh, yeah, that one. Yes, Mad Love. Yes, I haven't seen it, but I heard a lot of good accolades about it, so I don't know. Carol loves zombie movies, so she wants a zombie movie, but it's got to be a zombie movie that I can have the rights to. Well, actually, you know what? There's a movie called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Maybe we could do that one. Maybe.
But that's more of a comedy, isn't it?
Not exactly. It's. I mean, it's not like graphic like the other zombie films of the '70s, but it's still pretty horrific. It's probably got some elements that are comedic, but it is more or less a straight horror film. So, I Walk with a Zombie is good, says Timothy. Richie Dupe says, it was probably a staged event to test Master's gullibility for future plans. Actors and actors play roles and are owned, same as politicians. That's probably true. That may be it. I mean, that's I mean, at this point, any theory about that is, and we're talking about the Anne Heche thing. Any theory about that is valid because we don't have any definitive statements or any definitive proof of what really went down. So, at this point, I can't say you're wrong. I think at one point she said she was an alien. That's Anne Heche. The OG Night of the Living Dead is copyright free. That is true. It is copyright free. It is public domain. I'll make a final determination on Thursday about if we're doing what we'll do for the second movie. So maybe we can do Night of the Living Dead. I guess maybe.
White Zombie and I Walked with a Zombie free to watch. I think one of those has Bela Lugosi in it.
It's White Zombie. That's one. Politicians are all controlled by blackmail. Yeah, that's called. Yeah. I mean, I learned about that when I read about the Skull and Bones back in the early 2000s, when George Bush and John Kerry were running for president, and you found out that both of them were members of the Skull and Bones. So I'm like, yeah, they both have dirt in each other, and that's where I realized that all these politicians have dirt. Yep.
Blackmail also will get you a gig on Pit.
Oh, yes, it will apparently, or it will get you kicked off Pit. Yeah. So, but karma is a thing though, and we're seeing karma at play. So,
God bless the new TOS of IGG.
it's amazing, and I think I'll talk about it on Thursday. But it's amazing how like we were supposed to pledge allegiance to Indiegogo, and the first sign of trouble, the big guys jump ship. Isn't that amazing?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like F your loyalty. You guys are on your own. Toodles. So, yes. Anyway, it's 9:46 Eastern time where I'm at. So let me go ahead and the screen share is not the best on this one. So I normally play the ending intro, but again, I'm testing the EV Mux thing, so it doesn't have my intros because I don't have a paid plan for it. So I'm gonna try StreamYards StreamYards. Yeah, StreamYards. I'm gonna stream from StreamYards on Thursday for the Comic Out live streams. It'll be the free plan, so it may or may not have the intros. I don't know, but I'm gonna just test it out with the screen share and see how it goes. And if it goes well, then I will probably do the StreamYards for the Indie Comic Outliers. I'll do the basic plan and go from there. So that'll be all. So, any last words, Mood of Hell?
See you on Thursday.
Don't sound. Wait, hold on. Before I was going to yell at you, but no, I got a super chat from Plunchcast. Thank you for the super chat, Plunchcast. I appreciate it. Let's hope some Aussie doesn't turn up to count. Oh wait, doesn't turn up to count the exchange rate. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, Henry says, I'm going to read Street Champion Drake. Good night and God bless. Can't wait to hear. Wait, I thought you read that. You meant Beast Citizen because you already did a review for Street Champion Road Warrior Drake. So it's Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake you're gonna read because I asked you about that. So you're gonna read that and then do a review. So I can't wait to read that. So I mean, I can't wait for you to read that. So that'd be awesome. Weird, it wouldn't let me post a comment. Let's hope some Aussie doesn't turn up to count the exchange rate. This is from Monkey Kingdom of Zoolandia. Yes. Yes. Shout out to Punchcast. Punchcast. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. I'm not going to play the outro because I don't feel like dealing with the drop frame. So I will see you guys Thursday on Indie Comic Outliers.
Good
Have a
night.
great night. What?
I said good night, fart
Why are you
face.
yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me?
Because you are fart face.